All right, thanks, guys. Good reports. As again, we're talking about what's going on with Kyle Busch and Joey Logano. We heard about this high-speed miss. Let's check in with Tim Brewer in the Craftsman Tech Garage. Tim?
I'll tell you what I would do. I listened to radio a while ago. He said go from the A battery over to the B battery. He actually flips a switch right here, and it transfers that ignition system back over to a new power system, and it's got 2 batteries on board. A lot of the guys just use a big battery, but in this case, he's got 2 batteries in the car, so hopefully that'll fix it.
Well, we're going to find out when we come by. There'll be 11 laps to go. Pace car pulls off. It is Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards, David Reagan. That's your top 5. And oh my, Kyle slows him down and then gets on the hammer. And Joey times it with him. And look at Keselowski again, slow on the gun. And here comes Carl.
Carl's going to jump on him right here, getting into 1. Better get him cleared off turn 2, though. That outside groove's not quite as good as the bottom.
You're on board with Keselowski. Going down the backstretch. Carl looks like he may have him cleared.
Not quite.
He does now. Behind that is the 33 of Kelly Byers. He's trying to get back into the mix. Here comes Keselowski back on the inside one more time. Down into 1. And Keselowski says, Carl, I'm not going to give it up that easy.
Yeah, if Carl didn't get him cleared that first lap, I just didn't think he could make that outside groove work for a long period of time. Here comes Logano.
Logano going to try and take the lead, and it does. So obviously that switch they talked about pays dividends, and another lead change. And it is our 18th.
Go with the line here.
Man, this is not good for Kyle Busch because of that downforce, that right front fender damage. He didn't need this to happen.
That guitar.
So Joey Logano. Oh, the big crash along the front straightaway, including Stenhouse in 62 of Brendan Gaughan, the 15 of Michael Annett. So the caution comes out again.
Oh, no,
it'll be our 10th.
He lost it, overcorrected, and went right into your door. No gas, no gas.
So Stenhouse, who had a really strong run going in the top 15, is involved in this.
Man, look at all the damage you got right here. This car's been upside down. This is Joe Nimitz.
Take a look, boy.
Holy cow.
He was
Joe's
upside
car
down.
Yeah, that car definitely, whenever you can see the roof flaps, take a look. Here we go.
Okay, he's looking inside of Michael Annett, and this wreck happens in front of them.
There is the 16. He's already turned around. That all happened in front.
Now, where's Joe Nemechek?
Oh, right there.
Gosh.
Who got in? And it was the 16 with a Stenhouse.
Gracious.
He ends up going over. Take another look.
Okay, does that qualify? Everything's going to get crazy?
Well, I think that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know if a Stenhouse got any help there, but he just sort of saw him shoot left.
You know what's neat about that? Joe kept driving that car. He was still driving it when it came on the wheels.
He's still on the track.
I remember Dale Earnhardt Sr. did that one day.
Get out.
Yeah.
Turned over, brought it on back to the pit area.
I think he can finish the race, guys.
Did it at Daytona. That's where it was.
They got the trunk lid laying at the start-finish line off the 87 car.
Yeah, we're getting word from NASCAR that there is going to be a red flag situation because they are going to have to come out and clean up a lot of debris.
We got
and there it is. Everybody's stopping over on the backstretch. So, with 8 laps to go, there you see the work going on in pit lane for Stenhouse. There's what's left of part of the 87 car.
That's a door, I think, off of Joe Nemechek's car.
Yeah,
part of the door off the right side.
It's not a door anymore.
The door, a deck lid, something missing.
That's incredible. I tell you, Joe was driving that car the whole time.
He sure was.
He came back on 4 wheels, and he missed the wall on the front stretch.
I'm glad he got out of that okay, good and safe, because that was scary looking, guys. It really was.
Man, it was.
So we have a red flag situation here with just 8 laps remaining at Nashville, and Joey Logano had just taken the lead again from Kyle Busch. So he will have the race lead when we go back to green flag racing, and it'll be a shootout for 8 laps. Let's go back and take another look at what happened here, and keep an eye for that 16 car coming shooting across the track right there.
Man, what a ride Joe took right here.
Stenhouse is
On the
right
roof.
underneath him, so something definitely happened between these two.
Okay, now watch. Joe's headed for the wall here. And look, he still catches a piece of it. Just good. Yes.
All right, well, let's watch what the crew was doing. And
This is Jason Keller's crew giving Joe Nemechek a standing ovation. Good job.
anytime you roll over and can drive him back to pit lane, you should get a standing ovation.
He's going to finish this race. I think NASCAR is taking a look at the car to see if it's got any damage that would keep him from finishing. Obviously, the sheet metal wouldn't, but if he has any damage to the roll cage, they might not want Joe to go back on the track.
Well, and remember, he is running on his own money right now, trying to get more sponsorship.
Get something to go on there, man.
All right, well, we're going to step aside for a break. There's the top 5, and we'll find out whether Joe's going to be able to get back into this as we get one more look at it. Wow, what a wicked ride for the 87, Joe Nemechek.
The NASCAR Nationwide Series at Nashville. Coverage presented by Shell under the red flag with 8 laps to go. I've said it. I'll say it again. You don't know what's going to happen in these things until they're over. Can you believe this?
That was absolutely phenomenal. Joe Nemechek took a heck of a ride, but like Andy and Rusty are talking about, he kept driving that thing.
Wait a minute. Not the guy flipping. Logano passing Kyle Busch for the lead inside 10 to go.
I'm still mesmerized by Joe Nemechek driving that race car to the ground. But, yeah, we got a heck of a race lined up here. But I think we need to keep a good eye on Brad Keselowski. I think he's the cat in the catbird seat right now, especially with this restart opportunity. If he can keep up, he might be able to get this thing to victory lane.
Well, if you're liking the end of this one, there's lots more NASCAR Nationwide Series racing happening all over these United States with tickets available. It's Phoenix next Friday night under the lights out in the Valley of the Sun, then Talladega, followed by night races at Richmond and Darlington, off to Charlotte for a night race as well. A lot of NASCAR Nationwide Series racing coming up over these next days, weeks, and months here on ESPN and live at the track. On to the red flag, Joey Logano and his crew chief Dave Rogers conversing.
You've been getting some fantastic restarts lately. We just need one more. Ride this thing out. Kind of embarrassed to admit that Mark explained all that crash going on the front stretch, and I missed it all. Must have been over there watching you in turn 3 go by that 18 car.
So Dave Rogers didn't see all the excitement on the front stretch. He was watching his car take the race lead. So now that the field is rolling again and we're back under the yellow flag, Joe Nemechek's crew can begin to do some work on that 87 car. Jamie, what are they saying?
Well, Derek Finley, his crew chief down here, all the NASCAR officials are here. Derek, what are they telling you? Can you guys go back out?
I don't think they're going to let us go back out, no.
So I guess that answers the question. Your driver's okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He wants to go back out, but the roof flaps are damaged, and I don't think we'll get out there.
All that damage, and they're talking about the roof flaps on top as you see the officials trying to push him down, guys. I think that is a day for Joe Nemechek. We'll definitely have to get to him, Marty.
All right, thanks, Jamie. The bottom line on that is a racer wants to race, period.
Man, they ought to let him finish the race.
I mean, if he pulled on the racetrack, I'll guarantee you the fans we got here would stand on their feet and go crazy. I mean, anybody can flip it over upside down, keep on driving, drive it back to pit road.
What he should have done is just stay on the track. Then they couldn't have looked at it.
Yeah. They got these rules, though, and these roof flaps are pretty doggone important.
Yeah, if it gets in another incident, they want to make sure everything works.
Well, and just in case you are joining us now, let's take you back and show you exactly what happened as the 16 shoots down and gets into Nemechek, and there he goes.
And that was a surprise. Nemechek never saw that one coming. A 16 car come off the wall and just drove right down in there. I don't know how he got so loose, Ricky Stenhouse, but it happened.
Yeah, I don't know if Stenhouse got help and that what's turned him, or if the car just got loose. See, there is a car there, but I can't tell from the angle whether or not it was that caused it.
That was one of the first shots we've seen of Stenhouse come off the wall. That abrupt down into the right rear quarter panel on Nemechek.